So, folks, this is a PSA specifically for men, but I suppose some women too, just statistically. When you take a shit, you need to wipe your ass. I know that this might seem like common sense, and that everyone, of course, would do it. And yet there is a certain type of man who refuses to not just wipe their ass, but even wash their ass. And fellas, you gotta be wiping and washing. Alright? Anyway, I saw this in the cursed channel of our Discord, and, I felt like I had to share it with you guys.
Anytime someone finds out that I was engaged to a man who didn't wipe his ass, they always ask me the same three questions, right? 1, how did you find out? 2, didn't he stink? And 3, why the fuck didn't you leave once you found out? And I'm gonna answer all of those questions for you right here, right now. So the first time this information was brought to my attention, I was living with my best friend, her boyfriend at the time, and my boyfriend at the time. She came to me in confidence and said, hey, I just wanted to let you know that we keep finding dookies in the toilet, unflushed, no toilet paper, and it's not me. I don't think that it's you. I know it's not my man, and so that only leaves your man. I'm so sorry to have to tell you this, but he is not wiping his ass, girl. And at the time, I'm young, dumb, and I...
Guys, this isn't even like, oh, he's literally not using toilet paper after he takes a shit.
I believe that I'm in love and I found the man I'm going to spend the rest of my life with, and so I brush it off. I'm like, yeah, it's not my man, it's definitely your man.
I am so incredibly depressed at this turn of events. Jack has sold out to Big Charmin. A true comrade only uses it when they really need. The rest is for the glory of the nation.
Look, Big Charmin, or should I say Big Charmin, They give me what I need. What can I have nothing else to say. They give me what I need. They keep me living a life of plush luxury.
Saying that it's my man to cover up for himself, right? And I don't really think about it again until I get engaged to this man and we move into our own place together. And I start finding the dookies unflushed, no toilet paper. But again, I think, there's something wrong with the plumbing here, because I'm engaged to this man. I think I'm going to spend the rest of my life with him. I'm in love with him. My first thought is not, oh, he's not wiping his ass. Because that would be crazy for a grown man not to wipe his ass. And it would be...
And yet, more likely than a lot of women might think. Men, it's not gay to wipe your ass. It's not gay to wash your ass. Please wash your hands when you use a public restroom. For fuck's sake, please. Why are you're walking around with shit between your cheeks? Why? Walking around smelling like dookie. Why? You don't have to live like this.
Crazy for me to believe that he's not wiping his ass. But then I start finding out that he's opting out of other forms of hygiene. Like his toothbrush isn't moving. The soaps in the shower are not moving. The towels aren't moving unless I use them. He's not brushing his teeth. He's not showering. Yuck. And then we break up because he almost punches me in the face, right? A few days after we
Is it not uncomfortable for him? Crying face emoji.
I mean, sounds like he was an abusive piece of shit. So, I guess I do wish upon him just an eternal dookie ass in perpetuity. But, like, guys, if you are too weirded out by your own body to wipe and wash your ass and do basic hygiene tasks, you shouldn't be in a relationship with other people. Like, you gotta sort your own shit out first. Literally. And it's very clear that someone like that doesn't have their shit together, and like it makes sense that like they would also be more prone to taking their rage out on other people, and like that's I'm glad she's safe.
Break up, I'm on the phone with his mom, and I'm just yapping at her. I'm telling her all of the things that her son did to me throughout the course of our relationship and how awful he was to me, and she's being really supportive of me, and she's saying, I'm so sorry, I thought he had changed for you, we had a lot of these issues when he was living with us, and that's why we kicked him out, yada yada. And at a point in our conversation, his mom says to me, unprompted, by the way, Kirsten, the man couldn't even wipe his own ass. Hey, why'd you say that? Why'd you say that? Because I didn't say anything about him not wiping his ass.
Why did you say that,
Why
man?
did you say that? And she goes, well, it was an issue that we had when he lived here with us. Yeah, we would find poop in the toilet, unflushed, no toilet paper. And it led us to believe that he wasn't wiping his ass. Right, so you were gonna let me marry him? You were gonna let me marry him knowing that information? Okay, cool. So, to answer your questions, I didn't know for sure until after we broke up, right? I didn't really know for sure until his mom said that to me. Did he stink? Not the way you think he would. Sometimes in the morning I would wake up next to him and he'd be covered in sweat and he would smell like rotten chicken, but he never smelled like shit. Or body odor. He smelled very strange sometimes, but I just thought that that's what men smelled like sometimes. I just thought that the male body was very weird. And I know this information is probably upsetting to a lot of people, but surely it is not as upsetting to you as it is to me, and it's something that I am gonna have to live with.
Now, unfortunately, it's not just something that she will have to live with. It is unfortunately something that we all have to live with, because, folks, they walk among us. The shitters. Those who refuse to wipe. They are all too real. Now, here's a YouGov poll from 2023. Specifically about American potty habits. And let's take a look. Women are more likely than men to say they feel very uncomfortable pooping in a public bathroom that has other people in it. I think that's fair. How often do Americans sit or squat when using public toilets? Okay. All right. Interesting. Most people think women's bathrooms are more likely to have a line than men's bathrooms. Fair. Women are more likely than men to say they sometimes converse with strangers in public bathrooms. All right, a lot of this is lining up to what we know. How many Americans get up to use the bathroom at night? How often do Americans wipe themselves or wash their hands after peeing and pooping? How often do Americans wipe themselves or wash their hands after peeing and pooping? Not and wash their hands, or wash their hands. I can't. Now, when urinating, how often do you wash your hands? 70% said yes. What? 30% of y'all aren't washing your hands after you pee? Why? Spend the handful of seconds it takes to wash your hands. You stupid bitches. Personal hygiene is literally one of the greatest innovations we've ever come up with as a species. It allows us to not die of infection. It's great. But now let's take a look at, after urinating, how often do you use toilet paper? Only 57% of you are using toilet paper to wipe yourself? 57%? Like, I'm sorry. 43% of you are walking around with piss in your pants? After you're done peeing? I'm dying here. Why the fuck are you guys shitting and pissing yourselves? How often do you use wet wipes? I don't care about that one. People don't readily have wet wipes. Now, after defecating, how often do you wash your hands? Only 82% of you said that you wash your hands after taking a shit? Who are the 18%? Walking around with fucking doo-doo hands. Why? Stop it. Stop it. And only 86% use toilet paper after taking a shit, meaning that there's a solid 14% of the population going around not wiping their ass. Guys, 14%. American population, 2026.
I genuinely thought the teeth brushing and flossing issue was as bad as it could get. This is so much worse.
There are 349 million people in the United States. 349 million people. That means there are around 50 million people in America at any given time walking around who aren't wiping their ass. just astonishing. Just astonishing. I just wipe your ass, wash your hands, and wash your butt. I can't believe we have to have this conversation. Guys, do you have any number? Do you have any idea how many people died prior to discovering, like, proper sanitation methods in the 1800s? People were dying right and left of cholera. It was crazy. And every time people aren't washing their hands, every time people aren't wiping their ass, you are bringing us that much closer back to that time when entire neighborhoods would just suddenly die because of a cholera outbreak. It's crazy. My God. The 1800s were goated, though. Yeah, I guess if you survived childhood and didn't die of a massive cholera outbreak due to the fact everyone was living with shit water, it was super great, provided you didn't die of polio. All right. Anyway, that's your PSA, everybody. Please take care of your basic hygiene needs. Can't believe I have to say that, but I guess we do. Anyway, if you got anything out of this, hit the like button. Please subscribe. And also, leave a comment about literally anything you want. Organize with your local Dems and your local DSA. And I check out imageolivia.com. There are links down below. Go look at them for any of that. I'm broken. I'm broke. I can't believe I have to say this to grown-ass people. A lot of you, I know, when I first started talking about this topic, wondered why does Jack keep bringing this up? It's because I'm disturbed by how many people don't wash their ass. Oh, God. Tell your local DSA to organize around getting people on bidets. True. Wipe your ass with corporate Dems or something. Yeah, if you're at a TP, do what you gotta do. I'm just done. I want out of this segment. Let's keep on going.
Riverboat Jack is going to town. All the viewers gather round. Twitch and YouTube and swishy streams. All that content is bursting the seams. Politics, gaming, plenty more. Your sense of fashion you'll adore. So grab your stuff and hop aboard. We're going straight to Jack's Discord. Riverboat Jack.